How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video, and it's an exciting one. The new set is out, and I am so excited because if y'all didn't know, Gen 2 is my favorite generation of Pokemon, and I've been waiting since the beginning of this game's launch for this set to come out. And it's here, and it's pretty awesome. And I do want to go over the cards that were all detailed, but before we do that, you're going to notice I have quite a few hourglasses because I've been saving up. If you guys don't know, I try my best to not spend any money. The only thing I spend money on is the monthly subscription because you get, of course, an extra pack a day. That adds up to 30 packs for $10, a great value. And you can see I've been stockpiling. We have all 4 packs. My plan is, because I do know what all the cards are, and we're going to, again, go over that later in the video, I'm going to focus on Lugia because I love Lugia, and I personally like the cards better in this, well, set, or half of the sets. And Ho-Oh, I'm going to spend my 4 free packs on right now. And then I have enough to do 10 for Lugia. We're going to get that done with. See what we're going to do. I normally don't do this. I kind of just slowly generate cards, but hopefully we get something good. First pack of the entire set. If you guys saw that last video, it was insane. We got a God pack literally on video, and I can't believe that. We have Yanma. We have a Larvitar. A new Tyranitar, which is pretty exciting. Darumaka. Magcargo. And Umbreon EX to start it off. Let's go. That is sick. I am honestly so damn excited about that. But yes, this is one of the new EXs right off the tail of that Eevee expansion set, which is pretty cool. It has Dark Chase, which is pretty much a Cyrus built into an Umbreon card. Every single turn, you can Cyrus. That's pretty insane. Alright, I am incredibly happy with that first pack. Couldn't be happier unless we got something crazy. Now, I do know a lot of YouTubers are going to be doing, like, you know, $100 pack opening and stuff like that, but that's not what this channel's about. We're trying to be modest here, you know? As modest as we can be, and we're going to go ahead with the second pack. I like that shine. Skiploom, Munna, Spinarak, Sunkern, Oh my god, what is that Golbat art? It's like the dude took a selfie right when he woke up. Let's go on to Wait. Why was this shiny? That is interesting. Oh. This is a baby Pokemon. Yeah. So I do believe, like, in the actual TCG game, when it has this icon, it means it doesn't need an energy. So these might be pretty rare then. Okay. Alright, on to pack number 3. Oh man, this takes me back to playing Pokemon Gold. It's funny because I'm more of a Lugia fan, but I had Gold when I was a kid. A friend gave it to me. But we have Cheerum. Cheerum is pretty cool. We have Emolga. We have Apom. Steel Apron. This is a really cool new tool. I totally did not mean for that to rhyme. But it pretty much makes it to where your steel types take -10 damage and they recover from all special conditions and they can't be affected by special conditions. Really cool stuff. Could be huge. And we have Chansey and Tyrogue, another baby Pokemon. You guys have no idea how excited I am for this set. This is the set I've been looking forward to the most out of probably any set that we'll ever get. Unless the Mega Evolution set, which has been rumored, is true. Oh, we got another shiny, or whatever that means. Stantler, awesome Pokemon. Onix, Spinarak, Noctowl, and Full Art Jasmine. Okay, let's go. The Full Art trainers. Absolutely incredible, or supporters, I should say. Wow, 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 wow. I don't even know what to say about this. During your opponent's next turn, all of your Steelix and Skarmory EX, that is one of the EXs, take -50 damage from attacks. That's pretty cool, guys. I don't have many full art supporter cards like that, so this is kind of a big deal for me that we got it within 4 packs. Alright, now that we've taken care of that, let's open 10 packs of the Lugia, and then we'll go on to all the new cards in the set. Okie dokie, Lugia, my boy. Open 10 packs, 120, let's do it. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, I'm really excited too, because there's going to be a lot of new challenges, and a lot of those free battles to get even more hourglasses, which is great. So, definitely going to be doing a lot of those. Didn't see any shiny, but you know what? I have my hopes. We got Scyther, Yanmega, it's pretty cool, we got a basic Yanmega, Poliwag, Pineco, Slowking. Alright, alright. Oh, I saw something there. I don't know what that was, but we'll see. Eevee, Corsola, Full Art Murkrow. I dig it. I love Murkrow, y'all, so this is pretty cool. Horsea, Typhlosion. Now this card's pretty cool because it makes it to where, of course, your opponent's Pokemon can be burned. Just like that. You don't gotta flip a coin or anything, and that could work pretty well with, well, 60 damage. Next pack, we got Eevee, Scyther, Cheerum, Horsey, Unown. Do you all remember the Ruins of Alph? If you played the second gen games, please tell me you remember about all the urban legends about if you get the right Unown, you get one of the legendary dogs or Ho-Oh appears or something. Like, there were so many of those back in the day on the schoolyard grounds. I do miss those times. Great, great memories. This ability works if you have any Unown in play with an ability other than power. Attacks used by your Pokemon do plus 10 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Interesting. This is an interesting card. I wonder how this is going to play into the meta. On to pack number 4, we got Snubbull, Darumaka, Poliwag, Poliwhirl. I love Poliwhirl, one of my favorites. Ampharos, awesome stuff. Oh, and right off the bat, Espeon EX. We got the set now. Great stuff. Pretty cool ability too. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon's in the active spot, you may heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon. Constantly healing 30 damage every turn. That's kind of insane. That's pretty much a free Pokemon Center without, of course, getting rid of the statuses. Alright, I think this pack was upside down. Yes, okay. Scyther, Darumaka, Magikarp, Darmanitan, finally got the Darmanitan. So much Darumaka, another Ampharos. Next pack is number 7, Honchkrow, Pineco, Emolga, Corsola, and Mantine. Whoa, that's a lot of energy. Flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. Ooh, that's, I mean, 4 energy for 80 is pretty horrible. If you can pull this off, that's pretty good, doing 80 damage and they can't even fight back. Could be a toxic card. Alright, we got Houndoom, and oh my god, that is sick. I love Houndoom as well. I like a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon. Discard, oh. Oh, that's toxic. Alright. Binacle, Chinchou, Bayleaf, Slowpoke, Slowking, Corphish, and Fisher. Okay, we're going fishing today. Last pack, y'all. Chinchou, Oddish, Flaffy, Ambipom, and Quailfish. So, overall, not the best 10-pack. We did get 1 full art, and we did get 1 EX. We got Espeon. Yep, we got Espeon. It's kind of funny. Those first 4 packs were actually better for us, considering we got a full art supporter, and, of course, Umbreon EX, which is pretty sick. But I'm going to really be gunning for that second Umbreon or the second Espeon so I can get a video out for you guys as soon as possible. I really want to start doing more videos on the sets when they come out because I have a lot of stuff planned for the past sets, but I really want to do the new sets and I need those cards. It's probably going to take me a while to get those cards, so be patient, but we're definitely going to get those out. Now, if you guys didn't know, they did change the way trading works now. So these tokens, which I have quite a few of them, they now have their own shop for it, and you can trade in hourglasses for it. So I can get 60 hourglasses for only 60 of this, which is kind of insane. Now, from what I'm seeing, I do believe it's only going to be a one-time thing, because, as you can see, 365 days, that's a whole year. I think they're just trying to give people a reason to spend these. Oh yeah, we can see right here, a discontinued item. So, that kind of sucks, you know, for people like me who collected so many of them. But now we can open more packs. I don't know about you guys, but I do love free. Let's see if Lugia can finally give us something good. Yanmega, Smeargle. Oh, whoa, that's interesting. Change the type of a random energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon to one of the... Whoa, that's okay. That's pretty cool. Wow. That could be kind of annoying. All right, next pack. Let's go ahead and see what we got. We got Musharna, Chikorita, Chinchou again, Heatmore, and Yanmega. Okay, if I needed 2 Yanmegas, now I got it. I love Yanmega myself. All right, so we're going to open 1 more pack from Lugia. And you know what? Whatever we have left over, we're going to spend it on Ho-Oh, because Ho-Oh gave us some good luck. We got Gloom. That's some pretty funny looking art. Poliwag, Cyndaquil, Emolga, Darmanitan. All right, Lugia, I gave you as much chances as I could. And here goes nothing. Already we got a shine. Whoa, I saw something there. Okay, maybe I should just go for Ho-Oh. I don't know. Mawile, Togepi, and we got a shiny Nidoran. Now, I've said it before, I'm kind of iffy on the shinies. They do kind of just flood the rarity pool, and it can be kind of annoying because, I mean, it's great to have this card. It's rare, but it's a Nidoran at the end of the day. And we got Bouffalant, a really funny looking Pokemon. Love Bouffalant. Alright, next pack. Let's see what Ho-Oh has got. Now, I do know that if you're trying to build a specific deck, like, I really want to go for Kingdra, it's probably not a good idea to do what I'm doing where you're kind of diversifying like this. You do want to just dedicate until you get a playset of the card you're going for. That truly is the quickest way because, of course, there are exclusives. We got Swanna, another Heatmore, and Clang. But one thing I am trying to do is I'm trying to diversify the amount of cards that I can get. I already have 60, which is great. Love to see that. All right, never mind, because apparently I got 36 more hourglasses for having my account linked, so we're gonna open more packs. This is one thing I do love about this, and I wish I would have done this earlier because I could have opened 10 packs of both of these sets. But you know what? We're just gonna go back and forth. Why not? Go back to Ho-Oh. Alright, Ho-Oh, show me the goods. We got Zubat, Hiker, Jinx, Hoppip, and Croconaw. Now my favorite starter is Totodile. I absolutely love that little crocodile. And Smoochum, another baby, okay. This is surprisingly a nasty card, y'all. If this is no energy, it does 20 damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. For no energy, I mean, that's pretty insane, although 30 HP is scary. No retreat cost, though. Alright, y'all, I've committed. We're going Lugia. I have to just believe. Oh, and believing is definitely something. We got a shiny Glaceon EX. Now, again, I'm not really a big fan of the shinies for the basics, but for the EX full arts like this, that's pretty cool. It's kind of funny though, because Glaceon doesn't really look that different when... Wait, okay, I want to make sure it's not a God pack. Glaceon does not look that different as a shiny, at least from my initial look, but this is a pretty card, man. Definitely gonna have to go back and do a Glaceon EX deck at some point. Vulpix, Scyther, Emolga, and Crawdaunt. Alright, Lugia's starting to give me something. Alright, here we go, Lugia, once again. I don't know if we can top that. That was a pretty good draw, not gonna lie. Sneasel, Wooper, Ninetales. A new Ninetales is pretty exciting, although it cannot use the attack back-to-back. 120 though, I mean, that's not too bad. Alright, y'all, last pack, and this time for real. I wanted it to be a 10-pack opening, but it turned into like a 20-plus pack opening, which I'm not complaining about. Elemental Switch, this is a really exciting card. I do think it's going to be good for Lugia, as you'll see later on. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is like made for Lugia. Or of course, it could be made for a fire, water, or electric type deck that you're working with. I like cards like this that are adaptable, that can really kind of fit in to whatever kind of deck you're making. Not that water needed any more support though. And we got Dunsparce, Hitmontop, and Barbaracle. There it is, y'all. That's all the packs that we can open today. I'm going to keep opening packs, hoping that we get some good cards for decks that I can make in the future, so keep an eye out for those videos. Alright, and for the last part of this video, we're going to be looking at all the cards, so if you don't want to be spoiled, that's why I saved it for the end, please click away from the video. I want to thank you all, of course, for watching this until the end, and, well, let's go on to see what the new cards are all about. Alright, so of course, we did see some of the new cards when, well, I was opening the packs. But I do want to go over the new EXs because, well, they're kind of interesting. First off, of course, we got Ho-Oh EX. And Ho-Oh EX is pretty damn awesome because it's colorless. And you have the option to take a fire, water, or electric from your energy zone and then attach it to one of your bench Pokemon. Now, that's going to work perfectly well with what we're going to see very soon. But first, let's go over some of the other EXs. We have Donphan EX. That's kind of a surprising twist, you know, like... Donphan? Gigantic Press. If this Pokemon has at least 2 extra fighting energy attached, this attack does 60 more damage. So 110? Not too bad for only 3 energy. Next up, we have Crobat EX, and I am so excited for this, and I'm so heartbroken I didn't even get one. But for only 1 energy, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned, doing 70 damage. Really cool stuff, and only 1 retreat cost, 170 HP. I can see this being a somewhat decent card. I mean, that low energy requirement, I mean, we got rare candy, you know? This thing can get online very fast. And then, of course, we do have Umbreon EX, which we did take a look at. But how about this? Skarmory EX. I don't think anyone saw this coming. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes negative 20 from attack. So pretty tanky. 140 is the typical HP pool for these basics for EX. And 2 energy is not too bad either. Now that was on Ho-Oh's side. Let's go over to Lugia. And again, you know, there's tons of great mentions here. Like for instance, Cherubi. Cherubi could be insane. If this Pokemon has a tool attached to it, attacks used by this Pokemon costs 1 less grass energy. Yeah, I mean, that could be something cool. Like, there's so many strategies here, but I am going to focus mainly on the EXs because that's where, well, a lot of decks are typically built around. We have Shuckle EX. This is like the most troll pick ever. I love Shuckle, though, and a lot of people were upset about this, I think. But I'm glad that we got some unique and interesting EXs and not like, you know, the ones that are too obvious. So we have Solid Shell. This Pokemon takes negative 20 damage from attacks. Triple Slap for 1 energy. Flip 3 coins. This attack does 20 damage for each coin. So you can do 60 damage with 1 energy with a basic. That's pretty crazy. Only 1 retreat too for something as slow as Shuckle. I'm surprised. Next up we have Kingdra EX, and this is the one I was trying to go for. This is my favorite EX in the entire set. We have Stormy Prison. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon cannot retreat. Holy cow, man. This is a toxic card. Only 2 energy for 90. This is just a flat upgrade over Starmie. Now, of course, it is a Stage 2, but we have Rare Candy now. Stage 2s are more consistent than they've ever been, and this is nasty. Like, this is just gross. 170 because of that Stage 2. 1 retreat cost. I think this is going to be meta-defining. I hope it is. And we have Lantern EX. Again, another strange pick. Like, they really just kind of picked the most oddball Pokemon for these EXs, except for, of course, the evolutions, because we all love that. And it's kind of an interesting card. 150. I thought it'd be at least like 160 or something like that. But it is a Stage 1. Now, this move is pretty cool. It is 3 energy, but 80 damage, and you flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's Pokemon is now paralyzed. If tails, your opponent's Pokemon is now confused. So your opponent doesn't win. Like, no matter what, they're getting a status effect. It just depends on what you get. Kind of a cool, fun card. I like the idea of this. And it's probably the only coin flip that actually doesn't make you worry which one you get. And last up, we got Lugia EX. I don't know how I feel about this art. It's kind of strange. But I do love the standard EX art. This is so cool. And I love how they kind of took the, what is it, like the Neo Genesis era Lugia. Now, I do myself have this exact card. I have it stored away somewhere, and I love this card. Using the 3 basic elemental types is such a cool concept for a Pokemon card. 180 damage, but of course you gotta discard all that energy. However, remember Ho-Oh, right? When Ho-Oh gets that attack off, you can put all 3 of Lugia's energy that it needs onto it, and then attack. So that's pretty insane. It's really cool to think that the best Lugia deck could be a Ho-Oh Lugia combo. But overall, I am just going to slowly kind of scroll down. If you guys do want to see more detail, try to pause the video, but hopefully it's not too small. Sorry if it does appear washed out. I do believe it's my auto HDR kind of messing with it. Overall, really cool set. Kind of surprised me with the choices they made. But as always, you guys are the judge. I'd love to hear what you think down below. And more deck showcases coming, so get ready for that. As always, thanks for watching and have a great one.